Alright, today we're doing a tier list of the 2023 movies. Now, some aren't even out, so we'll have to make up for what we have. And a lot of them I have not seen yet. Like The 65. Like 80 for Brady. A Good Person. The Marvels isn't even out yet, but we'll already rank that. Um, we'll move on from the list. We'll go from the movies I have seen, the movies I haven't seen, and we're gonna rank them. So, rank them. Oh, rank them. So we're gonna get started, shall we? Well, be fair. We'll say we haven't seen the Marvels, but we know what that's gonna be. So starting off with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think I've ranked this movie the worst film I've seen this year. We're already starting with a banger. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania basically took everything that you love about Marvel and threw it in the trash. It's terrible. The characters are terrible. They ruined Ant-Man. They ruined Scott. They ruined uh, the main villain, who we've never even met, Kang. Did not like him in that movie. He was fine, I guess. MODOK was ruined. Worst character ever created. MODOK was just terrible. He was a joke in that movie, and I get Marvel was trying to go with, oh, he's a funny character. I want a serious MODOK who kills people. Like, come on. Air. I thought it was a B. It was a good movie. I liked, what's his name? The dude who plays Batman. Will Arnett? That's the Lego Batman. That dude, Bruce Wayne. He was really good in the movie. I really liked it. Uh, Cocaine Bear. It was a C. It definitely got its hype from a meme where it's about a bear who snorts cocaine. Like, there's not much else to say. It's a fine movie. It's funny to watch. It's definitely a killer, like a time killer. But it's a fine movie. Champions, high C. I saw this on the plane actually, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't a bad movie. It was just like it definitely had a different ending than I thought it was gonna be, which anyway, I gotta respect. It was a good movie. Uh, Definitely wouldn't be like higher than Air. Definitely wouldn't be higher on the list, but it was a good movie. Um, Chicken Run, haven't seen it. It's one of those. It's Creed 3. That is A tier. I enjoyed Creed 3. I think it's the second best of the franchise. I think the first one's still the best. Second one wasn't bad at all. Don't worry. I think that was a really good movie, but Creed 3 was definitely one of the better movies I've seen. Dog, 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 dog. What's this movie? Oh, Rob Lowe's in it. Oh, cool. Haven't seen it. There's gonna be a lot of haven't seen. There, like I've tried to see as many as I can, and obviously it's not a lot, but it's a lot. It's a lot for this year. Because I've been watching more older films. So, Mutant Mayhem. I think this was better than Creed. It was a good movie. It was actually a really good movie. Um, Animations like Into the Spider-Verse, which Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie, which is now beaten by Across the Spider-Verse. But yeah, you know what I mean. Uh, it was amazing. It was incredible. Is Across the Spider-Verse even on here? Now that I think about it, did he even make it onto the list? Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. So it was a really good movie, and I liked the humor. It was funny. They actually like teenagers, unlike every other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, which I have never seen, by the way, but I have seen like summaries before I went into it. It was a good movie. Gran Turismo. Gonna get a lot of hate for this. Gonna get a lot of hate for this. It was better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know what it was. I think the first 30 minutes of the movie was rough. It wasn't like bad, but it's like gamers stuff. Um, but the racing is the best racing I've seen in a movie. It was incredible. It was thrilling. It's just fun to watch, and I enjoyed every minute I watched of the film. It was good. It was amazing. Like I can't get enough. I've seen the movie 3 times already. Twice in theaters. I saw it with the moving chairs, the D box. That's an experience you can never take back. As like I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to try to spoil any movies in this list, but if I do, spoiler warning. Just skip like 30 seconds. When he crashes, the chair jerks. Best scene ever, and with the chairs. Blue Beetle. Uh, Low C. It's washed up movies. Superhero movies need to just stop for a minute. And that brings me to my next case. Shazam was worse. It was so it was bad. I'm not even gonna rank it into C. It was bad. And I wanted to love it because I liked the first Shazam. It was funny. The first Shazam was funny, but this movie was bland, boring. It felt like the most generic. It felt more generic than Blue Beetle, and Blue Beetle was generic. At least Ant-Man Quantumania did something different, but yeah, the thing they did different ruined the film. Equalizer 3 I have not seen. Five Nights at Freddy's I've not seen, but I'm actually excited for that movie. Barbie. Eh, it was better than Cocaine Bear, or but worse than Champion. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the only redeeming factor for Barbie was Ken, and even then, like Ken was funny. He was hilarious because he was like patriarch. He was like, "Oh, the patriarchy." You know, he was funny. It was a good movie. A Man Called Otto. I actually enjoyed this. I think it was a B tier. Tom Hanks did a great job at playing a guy who is trying to off himself. But he did a great job. He was like, it was a touching film. It was a really good movie. Expendable Fours. Heard it was bad. I didn't really feel it. Extraction 2. I don't watch Netflix originals. This hasn't even come out yet. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is S tier. And this is the type of superhero movie I want to see. They're not even superheroes. They are just a group of people who work with superheroes. James Gunn, you can never go wrong with James Gunn. He's made fantastic movies all the way through. Um, the thing with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was like it was touching. It was the action was incredible. The final fight scene was incredible. The ending was fantastic. The music's fantastic. Everything about the film is fantastic. This is what James Gunn does is he like actually makes good movies and they turn out good. So look at that. Oh, oh wait, we might have found something worse than Ant-Man. House Party. That movie was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and that is saying something because this movie was bad. Ant-Man was bad. No, this movie was worse. LeBron James, Illuminati party. I don't freaking know what happened. It was bad. It was so boring. Felt like I think the movie was genuinely only say party. I think it was only like an hour and 40. Yeah, hour and 40 minutes. Felt like 3 hours long. It was so boring. It was so bad. It was not even like entertaining. The only entertaining thing was Snoop Dogg. Anyways, Hypnotic I've not seen. Jesus Revolution, like I liked it. It was a good movie. It was really good. Um, it's basically the story of the church called Calvary Chapel. Um, it's kind of like what's it called? It's like the story of how Greg Laurie and Chuck Smith like built up that church. Um, it was a good movie, and I'm a Christian, so like obviously I was interested when I first saw it. So yeah, John Wick Chapter 4. I'm joking. S tier. This was one of the best action movies that have been released in a long time, and let me tell you, fantastic cinematography, the most beautiful shots I've ever seen. Marvelous. It seriously was incredible end to the John Wick saga, which I don't think it's the end, but let's be honest, what that's the end for me. Craven, it's not out yet. Never gonna watch that. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite movie of the year that I can think of on the top of my head. I lied. Can you go up to the top? Okay, there we go. It was fantastic. The first one was already one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. In general, movies as well as like maybe top 10, maybe top 15 actually. And Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse, I was like, oh dude, I'm excited for this. I took the day off of school to watch this, and it did not disappoint me. It was amazing. It was beautiful. The music was great. Animation is amazing as always. Miguel O'Hara was great villain. It was a great movie overall. Megan, I have seen this movie. And, I mean, it was honestly not. It was better than Cocaine Bear, worse than Barbie. It was a good horror movie, I guess, if you can still call it a horror movie. It was good. It was fine. Not much to say because it was just like a Chucky redo. Mission Impossible. I have not seen this, and I need to see this. Murder Mystery, D tier. It was worse than the first one. The first one was bad. That's all I have to say. Missing. Thought this came out a while ago. This is the one. Yes, I've seen. No, I'm thinking of Kidnap. No, I've not seen this one. Hmm. It is on the list. Okay. Number one movie of the year. Oppenheimer. Oh my God. This movie I've seen. I've only seen it twice, but that's 6 hours right there. So, Oppenheimer took a film, a history film, and made it into one of the greatest films of all time. It is ranked number three on my most favorite films of all time. And I know it's like it just came out. You're probably gonna get bored of it. Who cares? As of right now, it is number three on my list with Interstellar and Back to the Future number two. It seriously, Christopher Nolan blows my mind every time he makes like a movie, and it's like every other movie was ass compared to this. Like it was amazing. I don't care that the whole movie was talking. The entire talking scenes were the best part of the movie, and that's the whole movie. Uh, the nuke scene when it actually happened, people were like, "Oh, that was kind of underwhelming." That's exactly how a nuke would be in real life. There is no sound. Everyone's going to expect like an explosion on the first second. No, it was amazing. And when he says, "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," I already knew he said that, so it was amazing to hear it. And don't get me wrong, Ludwig, the guy who made the music, beautiful music. Insidious is bad. It was a bad horror movie, boring, generic, and just thought out, like terrible. I did not like it. I did not like anything about it. It was just bad. The Machine I actually wanted to see. That looks pretty funny. Kandar, same. Haven't seen it. Uh, Magic Mike. No, okay. Evil Dead Rise. This was actually a good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. I was not expecting it to be that good when I first walked in, and it was good. Um, Bloody, which I like. Bloody, which I think is good because I've seen The Boys, so I'm used to that. I thought it was really good. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was good. So, yeah. Paint by Owen Wilson. I have seen this actually. It was, eh, eh. Was it better than Barbie? Was it better than Megan? It was not better than Megan. It was boring. It was fine. It was worse than Cocaine Bear. It was fine. It was just like it's like one of those movies that you saw a trailer once and then it was like, oh, this came out and I rented it and watched it and it was like, oh, I see why this only had like one trailer. This is Sympathy for the Devil was with Nick Cage, right? Right. Sympathy for the Devil is with Nick Cage. Yes, it is a lower budget movie. Didn't look good from the start. Won't watch it probably. Aquaman hasn't even come out yet. Mafia Mama, nope. Red. Okay, Rhinefield actually looks good. I was interested in watching it. I heard it got some pretty good movies. I think this is Wonka. That's not Wonka, but Book Club. Haven't seen Operation Fortune. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I have that on my list. Haven't watched it. Haunt. Oh man, this was bad. Not worse than Ant-Man though. Haunted Mansion was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, man, this looks all right. And then I saw Jared Leto. Jared Leto was in it. He was bad. Uh, it was just not a good movie. It was just not a good movie. Strays. This was a funny movie. This was breathtaking after watching Haunted Mansion. This would probably be at the top of C. It wasn't like I'll put it at the bottom B. It was funny. It's actually hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. It's just a stupid movie to just turn on and watch. It's a good movie. I liked it. It was, and Will Ferrell was funny. Jamie Foxx is great. Uh, Big George Foreman and the blah 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 blah. It's like the long ass name. Never watched it. I've not seen a lot of these movies. This just shows like, oh, well, time to start watching, right? Fast X. It's Fast and Furious. It's like top of C. It's like you can't go wrong with a Fast and Furious movie. Like I'm putting it at the top of C because like it was better than nine. It was better than nine. But it's just it's Fast and Furious. So, like what are you gonna expect? Love Again, have not seen. Dune Part Two, not even out. The Mario movie. This is actually gonna be like this is just gonna show you what my taste in movies are. Because that's how I liked it. I liked the port. I thought Chris Pratt was gonna be all right. I always thought he was gonna be good. Actually, I had hope in him because he's done Emmett in the Lego Movie. He was good as Mario. I liked him. Charlie Day was perfect. Peach, I liked. Anya Taylor-Joy, she was great. About Jack Black as Bowser was fantastic. Peaches definitely got overplayed. One Piece. Sorry, well, let's move on. It was a great movie. I loved it, and the adaptation, like all the Easter eggs and all that. Uh, One Piece. That is not a movie. This doesn't even deserve to be on here. Why is that on there? Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. What would I rank this? This is a tricky one. I have mixed opinions on this. I think, unironically, I think it's a B. It's a good Indiana Jones movie. I liked it. The time travel, spoiler, sorry. The time travel was weird, but I loved it. Like the Roman Colosseum, or not the Roman Colosseum. Holy crap, the Greeks. Just watching that was incredible. I really liked Harrison Ford, and I'm glad this was kind of like his. I think this is his last movie, isn't it? Uh, Great send off for him. Great send off for Indiana Jones. The female character who she's like related to, I guess. I mean, like she was good, but she was obviously like the worst of them all. It's just like they're forcing like female leads in. Obviously, they have to do this for films nowadays. It's just unfortunate, but I mean, it happens. It was a good movie. Um, Other than that, like forced a woman in, it's just like I don't mind when they do it. They just have to do it right. They have to do it right. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse showed that well with Gwen Stacy being like pretty much the she wasn't like the main character, but she was one of the main characters. Guardians did that too with Nebula becoming more of a main character. Um, what else? What else did it? Barbie like yeah, yeah, blah. Anyways, let's see. Knock the Cabin of the Woods. This was worse than this was better than Insidious. Yeah, no, it was better. It was bad though. It was not fun. It was just boring and it wasn't entertaining. Fool's Paradise have not seen. Elemental was low C. It was yeah, low C. It was Pixar. That's all I have to say. It's Pixar. It's like they gotta come up with something new. It's just bland. Transformers: The Rise of the Beast. I like this movie actually a lot. I think it was better than Air. I think it was better than Air, but worse than Evil Dead. It was a good movie. I loved the action scene. The action scenes were incredible. It was fresh to see Optimus Prime again. It was fresh to see everybody, Bumblebee. I haven't seen all the Transformers movies, so going into this one was a little weird as I skipped. I think the two newest ones I've skipped. I haven't seen Bumblebee, and I think that's it. I haven't seen all of them though. About my father, we'll just leave all the ones I have not seen down here. No hard feel, no hard feelings. I like this movie a lot. Um, I'll put it above Air. I think it was better than that, but worse than Transformers. It was funny. It's about so it's about like a babysitter, I guess you could say, is like trying to date this rich parent's son just to get a car, and Jennifer Lawrence did that perfectly. It was hilarious. um, Kid from Dear, I mean, Chris Evans or whatever his name is, Evan Hansen, whatever that movie was called. He was in it. He did great. I don't know. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. It was funny too. Like I recommend it if you want to watch a funny movie. Meg 2 I haven't watched. Oh, that's Wonka. What did I say this was? What is that one movie with the Wonka looking cover? Whatever. This one. I don't know what that is. Plane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was bad. This was bad. It was so boring. It was so boring. How long was this? This felt like a long movie too, but I think it's like an hour and 50. Yeah. It's like Beast with Idris. Who was in Beast? It's not Idris Elba. It was someone else. It was not good. It was so boring and bland. Little Mermaid. I've not seen that one yet. I still haven't even seen. Anyways, um, Saw X. That just came out actually. Scream 6. Honestly, was not a bad Scream movie. Yeah, I think I'd put it there. It was a good movie. What they did was like it was good. It was smart. It was better than the Fifth one in my opinion. I liked how they were taking place in New York. Um, I don't know. I just like the whole atmosphere of that movie better than like the other ones. Is it the best Scream movie? No, but it's a step up in the right direction from 5 and 6. Like 5 and 6 have been good movies. If they go on to 7 and they make it right, they could do it correctly. It was really good. Never saw that. Shotgun Wedding. I have heard about that, but no, 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 no. I've Dumb Money is on my list. That is number one right now on my list. Ooh, The Old Way. No one's probably ever watched this because it did not get any recognition, but it was a D. It was boring and slow. That's literally all I could say. It's like about how he trains his daughter to like fight. It was fine. Tetris. I have seen this movie. Uh, I think this is actually pretty good. I would probably put it not above Mario. It's like right below Mario. It was actually really interesting. Like the behind the scenes of like how Tetris was made was incredible. It was like so like weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's like so like this would never happen that it happened. It's weird. It was really cool though. Blackening I have not watched. The Covenant I have not watched, but I really want to see that one. Dungeons and Dragons. This is high A. A little worse. I thought this was funny. It was funny. It had action. I love Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm biased towards it. Uh, the the characters were all great. Chris Pine was funny. I think my favorite character was the druid. I think she was. She was funny. She was good. She was well like developed, and so was Justice Smith's character. He was funny. But yeah, they were good. The Boogeyman. I've not seen The Flash. Ooh, I got a review for this one. The Flash. Hmm. This is tricky. I'm gonna put it on a high C. And the reason why is because I thought the story was great. Trust me, I like the story. Some dialogue was a little messy here and there, but that's fine. The CGI is what threw it off. And I think that's what everyone will say. Because The Flash wasn't a bad movie. The CGI was a bad part of the movie. And the directors even said, like, oh, this movie was supposed to be like this. It's supposed to see what like the Flash sees. No, it wasn't. Your movie looked like a PS2 game. Don't lie. The Pope's ever says, haven't seen. Ooh, Winnie and Pooh! Winnie and Pooh, Blood and Honey. This might be the worst. This is the worst movie. This was the worst movie. It was so bad. Don't watch it. Please. You know what? No. Watch it. Why not? It's better than House Party. Don't watch House Party. Don't watch either of them. Um, I haven't seen any of these, by the way. Just saying, I skipped over those because I haven't seen. You people, I like this movie. This was funny. This is with what's his name, Jonah Hill, dating like a black girl, and his dad's like, oh, who is like, you can't date my daughter unless you get my approval. That's exactly how he was. It's a funny comedy movie. I actually would recommend it. Uh, I think it's a little worse than Strays, but it was a funny movie. So yeah. But here is my list of movies from best movie of the year being Oppenheimer, worst movie of the year being House Party. Don't watch House Party. I guarantee you, uh, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Let's see what that has. I guarantee you, it's not as bad. Okay, maybe it's bad, but at least it's like bad, bad. It's good, bad, but bad, bad at the same time. House Party is just bad, bad in general. Don't watch it. But yeah, uh, but I think lessons learned. Um, yeah, I think the Miraculous Ladybug Woman is the best film of all time. So there's the list right there.